Hi there, this is Adam Davidson, owner of Dental Digital. In this video, I want to show you a recent client case study where I generated a client of mine, a dentist that I'm working with, £70,000 plus in new dental implant revenue in 1 month just from free implant patients. And these free implant patients came from a very, very simple Facebook and Instagram advert, which I want to share with you in this video. If you own a dentist and you do want more implant patients coming in over the summer or just this year in general, give this a listen because I'm going to show you how this practice has achieved this, and they're still actually generating constant new dental implant patients to this day. So this is a real case study. In actual fact, if I show you a post I put out on LinkedIn recently, this was the email I had from the client. And if you read this email, you can see here they said the treatments that are booked in are in excess of 70K for all 3 patients. Okay, and this is literally only a month ago I put this out, and they're still doing the same thing now. Okay, and it's all coming from a simple Facebook and Instagram advert that they're currently running in their area, which I'm going to show you on this video. So as you can see here, the title, Real Case Study, over £70,000 in new dental implant patients from one simple Facebook advert, and that's exactly what it is. So let me show you how they've done this, or break down in a nutshell how this worked and how it currently works. So here's how we done it. First of all, we came up with an attractive offer to draw new patients seeking dental implants to the practice. We offered free consultations and still currently do, allowing potential patients to come in and experience the clinic first before they make a decision. Now, we also take a £25 deposit to make sure they actually turn up. So basically, when you're advertising on Facebook and Instagram, you're reaching hundreds of thousands of people in your local area because so many people use these platforms. However, most of these people won't really know who you are. They most likely haven't been to the dentist before, or your practice. So it's hard to charge them full consultation amounts because there's no trust there yet built. So what the most successful adverts have is they offer free consultations for new people to come in, get a feel for the practice, and then they can build their trust, their rapport, and go ahead with treatment. And this is what this practice is currently offering. However, what a lot of dentists do, and this is what I'd recommend for you to do, is if you are going to offer free consultations, do take a small deposit to reserve their spot. So this means that they will definitely turn up to the consultation. It also filters out a lot of time wasters who aren't really interested at all. Even if it's a small sum, it does get more committed people coming through. And again, it stops no-shows. Okay. Now, the second thing that we done is once we had this offer and we knew what we wanted to offer to the public, we then promoted this offer through, like I said, Facebook and Instagram advertising, and we promoted it to a 10-mile radius. Now, where you will promote your advert depends on where you are, but this practice is in an area where people will travel 10 miles. Okay, and within 10 miles, there's hundreds of thousands of people to reach for this dentist. Now, when we're running these adverts, which I'm going to show you how they look, or a brief example of how they look in a moment, when someone clicks on the advert, we're sending them to a designed or specific landing page for that dental implant campaign. So when they click on it, they're not going to a website, they're going to a specific page that's designed to get their information for that implant offer, which would be a free consultation. Okay, it also gives them all the information that they need, the pricing information, etc., which I'm going to go over in this video a little bit later on. And the last thing is, once someone actually filled in their information on their landing page, that information was sent to their team. Their team then contacted that person to book them in. But at the same time, I created a system that will start a conversation with those leads straight away, meaning that if the team can't get around to contacting them straight away, they've already been contacted, which helped the team a lot book in a lot more of these leads coming through, which I'll explain in a moment. Okay, so first of all, let me show you a brief example of what the ad looked like. We currently have different ads running right now because these were a little bit earlier in the year. But now it's coming into the summer, we have summer-based promotions. But effectively, it's the same thing. So this is one example of many ads we had running for this dentist and currently do. Okay, but you can see here, I'm not going to show you obviously all of the ad text because private to this dentist, but this ad text at the top here has more. It has more ad text below it, which explains more in depth on who they are, what kind of implants they offer, etc. But you can see here we're using an image of just literally a simple image of the practice owner herself. Just, obviously looking at an implant case or whatever it may be in the actual image itself. We have, again, other versions, other images and videos that we're using. This was just one of them. And this was the advert. I mean, when people are scrolling their phones on Facebook and Instagram, obviously it looks a lot better on the actual feed itself. And again, when people read the whole ad text and they can see all the different versions, is a lot more attractive. But fundamentally, this is what it is. And if someone's scrolling down Facebook and Instagram, you're reaching hundreds of thousands of people with this advert, there's going to be a lot of people who are missing teeth or do want dental implants who are going to engage with this advert, especially if they're local to the area. Okay. And again, they are in the market for it. So there's a lot of people who click on these adverts. So when someone clicks on book now, I then drive them to the landing page, which I was explaining. So let me show you their landing page. So this here in the background is the landing page that I've created for this client. Okay. And basically, this is based on their website. So the branding and everything's exactly the same. But the thing is, you do not want to send people to your website when running a promotion, because your website's designed to give information in general. It's also designed to give them information on other treatments and other things. You can often lose a lot of interest from people when they click on a certain advert and then they go to a general website. You want to send them to a specific landing page that gives them more information as to what they've literally just clicked on, which, is this page here. It gives them everything, what to expect on their initial consultation, the simple steps to dental implants, what are dental implants, the benefits of dental implants, all the other stuff specifically to that practice. Also pricing as well is on this landing page, before and afters, pricing here. So it gives them everything they need. It also offers them buttons at the top of the page, the same way a website would, but for everything on the page. If they want to know the pricing, they can just click on the page and they go straight down to the pricing. So this page is obviously very professional, but at the same time, it's very, very good at getting people to actually fill in this form here, which is what we're trying to get people to fill in. They can also decide or choose what one they're looking for. But again, there's only one way for them to contact you, and it's through this form. There's not a number, there's not an email, because oftentimes that can throw people off. On top of that, if you had a number, if you have an email, the same way you would on your website, you wouldn't be able to track all of your results either. Because if someone calls you up, you can't really track that unless you had like a trackable number. But then you're just making it more complicated than it needs to be. By having a simple form, it gives them one simple way to inquire with you. You can track all your results and you'll get a lot more people inquiring than you would for a website. So this is an example of a landing page, okay? So once someone fills in that landing page and they fill in that form, the team then get their information, okay? They then get the information. In actual fact, let me just show you the kind of emails that they get through. So if you look in the background here, I've just added this little screenshot. This is an email, or this is the emails that they're getting through. So whenever someone fills in their information, they will get an automated email which says new implant lead from marketing. And on that email, it will have their information, their name, number, and email, as well as anything else that they filled in on the form. It will come up automatically to that team's email, okay, to your dental team's email or to this dental team's email. Now, this email serves as a notification really to the team to let them know that they do have a new lead to contact. And it's then the team's job to contact that lead to book them in. And there is a series of things that the team needs to do in order to be the most successful with booking these people in. I've worked with many practices over the years. I've seen the most successful practices and what they're doing internally to get these people actually booked into consultations. And there is a set process, let's say, that your team or a dental team or a successful dental team would need to follow. They're very, very simple steps, and I've actually put it in a document for the teams to follow. I also train the teams on how to do that. So they're fully trained up. They know exactly what to do when they've got a lead, basically, and how to follow up with them, how to contact them, etc., which will give them the best chance of getting hold of them and booking them in. Okay. However, as I was saying earlier, I have created a system that will also contact these leads as soon as they come in. And the reason why I've done this is because a lot of dental teams will not be able to contact these leads quick enough. They're busy, they have other stuff going on. A lot of these leads come in out of work hours. And in order to be the most successful with booking in new inquiries, you need to be fast. You need to have someone who's going to contact them straight away. If you don't, it's not that you can't get them booked in, but you're losing, your chances of booking them in are going down basically every minute that you leave it. If you call them 2 or 3 hours later, you're going to struggle to get them booked in on the first phone call. You may have to follow up with them, etc. Whereas if you call them within the first minute, not that you can every time, but if you could, you'd get hold of most of them because they're still on their phone. They're still scrolling. Whereas half an hour later, they could be back at work. They could have gone with someone else. They could have lost interest. So that's why speed is key. So basically, I created this system to automatically message the leads as soon as they come through. And the reason why I've created this, as I said, is so they can get an instant message with someone basically starting a conversation with them straight away. And these messages that they get are text messages to their phone And these messages are wrote out in a way as if someone's actually texted them. And you can see here an example. I won't obviously go too much in depth because this is actual real patient information with this actual client. But you can see here there's like an inbox of leads all have started a conversation with this automated text message that they get, which the team can then log into and access and carry on the conversations with them when they have free time. And you can see here, for example, there was a lead that come through called Kerry. Obviously, I blocked out the surname. She received a initial message. She then replied saying, "Hi, I have a broken tooth at the front and a couple of missing gaps and a couple of teeth that are chipped on the bottom." She then received another automated message basically asking for a time to book her in. She then came back and said, what the best time is to contact her, and then the client then booked her in. All in the space of time within 5 minutes without the team actually doing anything. So this is another system that this practice is using and my clients use to make sure that they're getting hold of most of these leads coming in. Okay. And that is effectively in a very simple nutshell how it works. And, just to show you, this is, again, I've shown you this already, but this is the actual email from this client who this same system, it was this exact system that brought them in that 70K's worth of new patients. They've had more since then. Another practice actually yesterday, so this is a live screenshot I've just put on. We just booked out an implant open day for them using this same system. So it works extremely well. And just to show you an example as well here, this here is their live advertising campaigns, which you can see here in the background. You might not be able to see my face here because you can't film over the ads manager, but they've already had 32 people inquire for implants in the last 14 days. They've had 9 people inquire for sedation, 5 people inquire for bonding, all directly through Facebook and Instagram. Okay, so that's what is possible with adverts, and that is what you can achieve if you run these adverts properly. If you've got any questions, you'd like to do the same thing, get in contact with me. I'll be happy to jump on a call with you, understand what your goals are specifically, because you can do this for Invisalign, bonding. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what treatment you want more of. The reason why I'm sharing implants is because I've had some great success with it recently, but it does work with most treatments or any treatment. So if you are in a position where you do want to grow, jump onto a call with me, message me, send me an email, whatever you want. And we can jump to a Zoom call together. I can have a look at your practice, see what your goals are, and then I can give you a breakdown on what it is I think you